Welcome to the LUMS Alumni session. I'm Sana Salim and I will be moderating this session. So the flow of the session will go as we have a very diverse group of alumni available here with us, and each of them will go one by one and they will introduce themselves and share some key LUMS insights with you all, and then we will take your questions at the end of the session. So if you have anything, just jot them down and then we'll be sure to take those questions at the end. I'll first introduce myself as well. Like I said, I'm Sana. I graduated back in 2014, did my bachelor's in economics and political science, so I am from the HSS school. After having graduated from LUMS, I think I've shifted to about 4 companies so far. Started off with a software house, then went into a textile company, and then now I'm working at a marketing research firm. I've pursued the function that I've been working in is in the HR function. I've always been very interested in the human resource and organizational behavior. So I think one of the key things that LUMS had to offer was that even if I was an Econ Pol major, I could experiment with a lot of different courses in LUMS. So I was able to take courses from different schools, whether it be SSE, whether it be law, any other school. So I was able to take HR as a course. I was able to take organizational behavior, business management as courses, which enabled me to understand where my interests lie. Because at this stage, jahan pe abhi aap log sab baithe hui, it's very difficult to kind of understand what do we want to do with our lives, right? बहुत से लोग होते हैं, we say कि we want to be engineers, some say doctors. These are the two very cliched job sectors that everybody wants to pursue. But once you do get into LUMS, you get to experience a lot of diverse courses. Music, gym, pol sci, anthropology. So once you take these courses, that they broaden your horizon, and then you understand which field you want to pursue. So that's what happened for me as well. Once I took those courses, I understood that this is the field that I want to pursue after LUMS. So it's been 5 years that I've been working, and apart from that, I also engage in these teaching opportunities as well. So that's a little about me. Now I'll let the first alumni introduce himself, and then we'll go from there. Yes, Shayan.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Shayan Toor. I'm also a 2015 graduate. I am an Econ Pol graduate specifically. And, you know, my journey with LUMS has been amazing. Post-LUMS has been even more amazing. So I started with Engro. Engro, I'm sure you all know about that company, one of the biggest corporates in Pakistan. So I worked with Engro for like 4 years, 4.5 years. And recently, like, it's just been 1 year, I've joined a Silicon Valley-based company. It was a startup, but it's like a full company. So yeah, I'm doing business development, and like I'm heading their business and strategy for that. So yeah, it'll be a pleasure to talk to you guys.
Hi everyone, this is Hiba Shakil. I am a 2017 graduate. I did my undergrad in computer science. I currently work at Allied Bank's FinTech Innovation Lab. So basically what I do is that I build digital products, and I'm mentoring different startups that are ambitious about, you know, changing how people engage with their money. So CS and FinTech, it's sort of a curious mix. I walked into LUMS thinking that I would become yet another software engineer with my CS degree. But this place has a way of awakening your inner skills, your hidden abilities. So when I came here, I realized I have really good communication skills. And like Sana said, I had access to like 4 to 5 different schools that offered a huge, diverse array of courses. I realized I have a passion for humanities. I realized I enjoy business and entrepreneurship. And then I had access to so many incredible societies and extracurricular experiences that really polished my leadership and management skills. And now I'm somebody who lies in the intersection between technology and business. So that's sort of a unique identity and a unique path I was able to sketch out for myself based off the experience I had at LUMS. Another interesting thing about this place is that it literally becomes home. So I didn't grow up in Pakistan. I was born and raised in Saudi Arabia. So I lived there for almost 20 years. And then when I came here, I got to, interact with all these inspiring, supportive people that made me feel so attached to Pakistan. And I didn't want to go back, and I decided to pursue my career here. So yeah, it literally became like family. And I'm excited to hear everyone else's stories as well, and feel inspired again.
Thank you, Hiba. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. My name is Ali Mukhtar, and I started my LUMS journey back in 2013, and I graduated from the business school in 2017. My majors were accounting and finance. After that, I started my career with JS Bank and worked with wholesale banking with a little flavor of investment banking. And I'm currently working with the Nielsen Company, as you might have heard of. It's a marketing research firm. Khair, before LUMS, I did my high school actually from Military College, Murray. Then I cleared my ISSB and went on to Military College Engineering in Risalpur. That actually is NUST. But something happened that I had to resign and come back home at Lahore. तो यहाँ आकर very frankly पहले मैंने यूईटी में अप्लाई किया कि मैं अपनी इंजीनियरिंग डिग्री कंटिन्यू करूँ, लेकिन मेरा यूईटी में एडमिशन नहीं हुआ. So I know a lot of you sitting here and people who are watching us live, काफ़ी लोग confused होंगे कि किसी जगह पे अप्लाई करते हैं और कोई भी लाइफ एंड डेथ का मैटर नहीं होता. हैव फेथ इन अल्लाह, ही इज़ द बेस्ट प्लानर, और आप लोगों के लिए अकॉर्डिंगली इस तरह चीज़ें खुद ब खुद सेट होती जाएंगी. तो खैर, आफ्टर यूईटी's disappointment, I impulsively applied at LUMS and got admission in the business school. So यहाँ पर आके as I already said, I started doing my bachelor's in accounting and finance. This degree is one of the most well-renowned programs that LUMS offer. प्राइमरली ये इसका मैं आपको थोड़ा सा बताता हूँ. ये नहीं है कि अगर आप अकाउंटेंट फाइनेंस कर रहे हो तो आपने अकाउंटेंट ही बनना है या आपने फाइनेंस की फील्ड में ही रहना है. आपकी ऑप्शंस ओवरऑल खुली रहती हैं. दिस प्रोग्राम प्राइमरली फोकसेस ऑन बिजनेस एंड मैनेजमेंट, but you can pretty much decide whatever you want to study. Like in my time, I took courses in marketing, supply chain management, logistics management, simulation, modeling, data analysis. I even took French language and Pashto language. तो आपके पास सारी options खुली होती हैं. In all programs, you can do whatever you want to do. और similarly, अगर आपका focus accountancy में ही है और आपने finance में जाना है, तो काफ़ी लोगों का, आप लोगों में से plan होगा ACCA करने का या CA करने का. तो अगर आपने ACCA करना है तो ACF की डिग्री के साथ आपका ये होता है कि पहले जो उसके 9 फाउंडेशनल मॉड्यूल्स होते हैं वो एग्जाम्प्ट हो जाते हैं. सिमिलरली अगर आपने CA करना है तो उसके जो पहले 4 मॉड्यूल्स होते हैं वो एग्जाम्प्ट हो जाते हैं, और उसकी जो वर्क एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायरमेंट है वो भी रिलैक्स कर देते हैं. Similarly, you might have heard of CFA. So if you're interested in that, so LUMS actually covers the entire curriculum that CFA has. तो अगर आप CFA में interested हो तो आप during your time at LUMS वो वाले भी सारे के सारे courses ले सकते हो. Besides academics, I believe that LUMS life, जो इसका experience है, it is the best university experience in Pakistan that you can get. It gives you a lot of opportunities, like in entrepreneurship. If you want to start a business, LUMS has its own incubation center, and people here actually love to help you. अगर आपने business start करना है, even though during your academics, जो आपके course के instructors होंगे, वो आपको इतना help करेंगे, like to the point when you're in 3rd or 4th year, तो जो आपके projects आप courses में कर रहे होगे, you will actually be able to, if you're doing a good job, you'll actually be able to sell them and apply them in actual corporations. Similarly, then you can join societies that you're interested in. You can do volunteer work if you actually want to help people. और अगर आपने enjoy करना है तो LUMS gives you all sort of platforms and state of the art facilities. और अगर आपने even though अगर आपने religion पे काम करना है तो वो भी LUMS आपको हर तरह की, it gives you ample opportunity to bring the best out of yourself. So to summarize my experience at LUMS, if I were to say one word, I would say terrific, outstanding. Let's move on to Zaria.
Hi, I'm Zaria Mushtaq, a 2016 law school graduate. After graduation, I started working at a law firm here in Lahore as an associate attorney, while also serving as a graduate teaching assistant at the humanities school. I received the Fulbright scholarship in 2017 to pursue my higher education from the United States. And I have recently come back with a master's degree from Harvard University. While I was in the US, my recruitment process for the Central Superior Services, commonly known as CSS, was also going on. And I'm happy to announce that I've successfully cleared all the stages. So I'm really looking forward to my training, which will commence in October 2019. So I think that's pretty much about me. But coming to my LUMS experience, I think I'll agree with Ali that LUMS gives you tons of opportunities, be it extracurricular, be it co-curricular, be it academics. For example, during my first 2 years here at LUMS, I had the opportunity to take a multitude of courses ranging from economics to statistics, political sociology to anthropology. And I think LUMS is perhaps the only university here in Pakistan that gives you that opportunity to tailor your own courses. So you can take courses during the first 2 years of your LLB degree in order to find out as to where your interests lie. So that's good. And apart from academics, LUMS also provides you with so many opportunities when it comes to co-curricular and extracurricular activities. For example, I myself was a part of the LUMS volleyball team. In fact, I served as the captain of the team during my senior year. I also served as the vice president of the LUMS Law and Politics Society here at LUMS. So I think those experiences were very important because they sort of trained me for my professional career, for my higher education. So yeah, I think that's pretty much about it. Now,
Assalamu alaikum. Yeah. Hi. So I'm a LUMS ACF graduate of 2014. And then again, I came to LUMS for my MBA in 2016 and was recently graduated in 2018. So my LUMS experience has been very, very, very good. And although I come from a strictly business background, so my choices were kind of in that direction. However, I'll vouch for the same things that my colleagues have already told you. And I'll add just one more thing. The ACF program and obviously the MBA program, they grill you in a way that they prepare you for the worst that hits you after LUMS. And it's true that you have a lot of opportunities, a lot of options as to how you want to proceed in your life in LUMS, as well as how you want to see yourself in the career, in your careers or in your professional lives later on. Uh, and the fact that LUMS offers you not just academics, but co-curriculars and ways to develop your personality is probably one of the best institutions that you could come to in Pakistan. And I think that's primarily my primary reason for coming to LUMS. The academics, I'm sure that everybody knows that they're one of the best facilities that we have available in this country. But academics take you to a certain level. And after that, it's how you want to develop yourself. And I think the only thing that LUMS taught me was no matter what is given to you, no matter what hits you, you're able to stand up and you're able to say that, fine, I can work with that and I can move on. And currently, mashallah, I'm doing very well. So I hope that I can share my experience with you in the coming few minutes and we can help each other build a better future.
Great. Thank you, everyone, for sharing your stories with us. Now we will open the floor to questions. So you guys can just raise your hand, and we have a mic circulating around. So yeah, first question. So we have one question here. Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. My question is from all of you, that you people are here to represent the LUMS, that LUMS is an excellent university. And my question is that you people are graduated in different years, and are your class fellows, your classmates, you people are successful people as we see you, that your class fellows, your classmates, are they too successful in their career like you people are?
So, okay, interesting question. So thank you for saying that we're successful. We might beg to differ.
No, you really are successful. We are highly appreciated.
No, thank you so very much. So yes, I think everybody, all of my colleagues, jahan tak baat hai, they're all successful in their own respective fields. So see, it's very subjective. So some go for higher studies, some come back to LUMS for their MBA degree. कोई जिस तरह मेरी तरह बैचलर्स के बाद मैंने जॉब शुरू कर दी, 5 साल हो गए जॉब करते हुए. So आहिस्ता आहिस्ता you progress in your life. So I think it would be safe to say that yes, everybody in their own life are doing great. कोई business startup कर रहा है, कोई I don't know who, somebody is working in the social sector. So I think everybody is doing great. If you guys want to add.
Yeah. What's your name again? Sorry.
My name is Abdullah.
Abdullah. So Abdullah, what I personally believe is that success, जिस तरह सना ने बताया, is a relative thing, right? And success for you might be different, and it could be different for me, right? तो मैं ये नहीं, there is no set meter of success. इस तरह गाड़ी की टैंकी की तरह नहीं है कि 7,000 में या 5,000 में full हो जाएगी. So वो it's going to, your definition is going to evolve every year, every moment, right? आप maybe right now success for you is getting an admission into LUMS, right? But जब आप graduate कर रहे होगे तो आपके लिए success होगी to get a good job maybe, या किसी और के लिए हो सकता है to go to masters. So success for everyone, as Sana pointed out, is completely different. And मतलब ये आपने खुद अपने सोचना है कि आपके लिए success क्या है और उसके लिए आपने strive करना है. And I'm sure you will never reach there because we're human beings, and the definition keeps changing, or it keeps growing, right? So it's not going to be static. So
actually, my objective for raising this question was that we see many people coming back from LUMS. That say that we do not like LUMS, and we are different reasons they give us why the people actually come out after the LUMS, come out of the LUMS, that we are going to different universities, we don't like LUMS. We see some of people in the society. Why this happens so?
So I guess there are pros and cons to everything, right? Like we say, there are two sides of a coin. So there might be some people who've had some experiences at LUMS that have made them say what you've just shared. They might have not have a very great experience as we guys have had. So I'm not sure what their reasons are. See, at LUMS, बहुत competition होता है, right? Everybody wants to succeed. सब जो top cream होती है पाकिस्तान की वो आती है, तो obviously competition बहुत high होता है. So I think some people are able to adapt with that and some are not. So unfortunately कुछ लोग उस वजह से थोड़े से पीछे रह जाते हैं. However, even then, having said that, even those people do succeed in life. Maybe it's not their time at that moment, but in the future, like Ali was saying, कि everything, whatever is planned, जो भी आपकी destiny है, वो आपके किस्मत में होगा, right? So I think what their reasons जो उन लोगों ने state किए होंगे, that might be totally different from what our reasons are.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. G, next question. Yes.
Okay, my name is Saqib, and I just wanted to ask if any one of you or your acquaintance has got an intercalated discipline degree from LUMS, and if so, are there great opportunities for people who get an intercalated discipline degree from LUMS?
So I'm not sure about that discipline. Any of you heard about it? What discipline are you talking about?
Intercalated discipline means creating a degree like there is BS Biology as a major in LUMS. So if I want to create my degree, which I aim at, which is BS Biotechnology, I will be creating my own degree using biology majors and the minors for computer science and engineering.
Right, I understand. So, so my majors and Shoyan's major was economics and political science. So that we call a double major. So I think that's what you're asking. So definitely there are double majors at LUMS. And sometimes what can happen is that you can, even if your degree is biology, like we said, there are different courses. You can do a minor in maybe political science. So definitely LUMS में opportunities होती हैं कि आप different courses के amalgamation ले सकते हो, and उसके हिसाब से वो degree की requirements होती हैं. Obviously LUMS के भी कुछ protocols हैं जो आपने follow करने हैं. But yes, I would say that there are definitely such disciplines at LUMS जिसमें आप double majors कर सको.
And I would like to add that basically the first year in LUMS, that's when you're figuring that out, right? आप सोच के कुछ आए होते हो, आप you can maybe enter as a law major or an econ major or an ACF major, लेकिन पहले साल similar courses होते हैं सबके, like Pakistan studies etc. और after the first year is when your major is decided, right? तो उस वक्त आप ये सोच सकते हो कि you want a simple degree, you want a double major degree, आपने क्या करना है. I entered as an econ major, right? लेकिन मुझे आके लगा कि probably शायद econ only will be dry for me. तो I wanted to add some flavor, तो इसलिए मैंने political science include कर दिया, and then I opted for econ pol और I went through that. लेकिन उसके बाद भी जिस तरह सना ने बताया, I took courses from law, from computer science, I took courses from ACF majors. So वो आप you can mix it all up, and LUMS की सबसे अच्छी बात यही है कि you have that freedom. Yes, आपने कुछ core courses पूरे करने हैं which are requirements, जिसके बगैर आप you cannot be a certain major. So you fulfill that, और उसके बाद you have the choice, you have the liberty to choose different courses, and आपने majors अगर double major भी कर लिया उसके बाद आप एक minor भी कर सकते हो. So yes, I'd say you have that flexibility.
Bezad, do you want to add? Yeah.
I have a very specific example from my group of friends. He was with me in bachelor's. He was an electrical engineer by qualification. While at LUMS, he decided to go for economics. The combination, I mean, there is no combination as such. By the end of the 4th year, he was able to complete a degree in electrical engineering as well as economics. And currently, he's pursuing a profession in the banking sector. So what I wanted to say is that it is completely possible. As Shayan mentioned, you have to complete a certain set of requirements. I have another example. There was no history major when we started our undergrad at LUMS. Just one student, he was passionate enough for the subject, and he was able to get the support of the admin to create a major while he was at LUMS. So it all depends on how you want to drive yourself. If you're able to show that courage and that passion for a single subject or for a multitude of subjects, I'm pretty sure that the admin won't have a problem as long as they're able to offer those subjects. I hope that I've been able to answer your question.
Yeah, thank you. That answers the question. Thank you so much.
Yeah. We have one more here.
Hello, my name is Maham, and my question is basically for the ones who've graduated from the humanities school. So I hope on applying to LUMS and their humanities school and getting admission there, but one should always have a backup. So when you all were applying to LUMS, what were your best alternative, mainly in Pakistan and abroad also? Thank you.
Can I answer that? So I was very clear right from the beginning that I wanted to pursue law, right? So I applied to LUMS, and as a backup option, I kept Punjab University because their law program is pretty good. Gladly, I got into LUMS. But even when it comes to LUMS, I think you should keep backup options, and LUMS does provide you with that opportunity. For example, at my time, I ranked law as my first preference, and then econ as my second preference, ACF as my third, right? I got into law and I was very happy. But let's suppose that I did not get into law, then obviously they would have considered my second preference. So I think even when you're applying to LUMS, do keep this option in mind, because even if, let's suppose you're very clear that you want to pursue economics, but for some reason let's suppose you did not get in, right? And you got into law. I think LUMS is very, it's an interesting institute in a way that after a year, they give you this opportunity to change your school. So even if you're in the economic school, you can get out of it and you can get into the law school. You can get into the SSC. You can get into the business school. So I think, yeah, about abroad, I don't, because I did not apply to United States or the UK for my undergrad. Perhaps my colleagues could answer that.
No, actually, like I have a slightly different answer. Like, basically, I'm from an army background, not myself, but my parents, right? They're army doctors, so थोड़ा सा वो patriotism का naturally आ जाता है अगर आप मतलब एक फौजी माहौल में बड़े हो तो. So I did not apply abroad, but considering that you want to have options, that's a very good thing. I mean, you should always have a backup. But in my case, I did not really have a backup. But I was very, very focused from the start. Ke, I have to get into LUMS, and this is what I want to do. So, अच्छी बात ये है कि right now you have this opportunity कि आप, you're sitting in this workshop, you're interacting with all of us. We didn't have that opportunity, but I was focused. So I would say आपके लिए सबसे अच्छी चीज़ ये होगी कि you're deciding about this at the right time. You should talk about to other people कि आपकी क्या backup option हो सकती है. For me, it was just one goal. So if you're very sure about it, then you give your best to that goal. And I did the same. मैंने बाहर apply नहीं किया था, and frankly speaking, it was because LUMS was the best experience I could get in Pakistan. And I wanted to stay in Pakistan, और अभी भी जिस तरह मैं पाकिस्तान में हूँ, so that's what I wanted for the long term, right? So what I would say is you should be very focused towards your primary goal, and you should put a lot of thought in it. And yes, speak to people about your other options, what options you want to have. लेकिन जब आप बहुत जगहों पे सोचते हो, तो you then don't end up where you really want to be. So I would say that.
I would like to add to what our alumni have been saying. Yes, there was an opportunity to switch your school back in the days, but since past 2 years, LUMS is not offering this opportunity. You cannot switch your school now, and university is really, really strict on this policy now. So while at the time of admission, you will be given an option to select any 2 schools of your choice. Back in the days, LUMS was used to give an option among 4 schools, but now this option has now been reduced to 2 schools. And you have to be very wise in your choice and selection, because once you have been admitted in a certain school, there is no other way, or there is no flexibility available through which you can switch your school. So you have to be very wise and very conscious while making that decision. Thank you.
Thank you for giving that clarity. So I hope that answers your question. Yes. Okay.
Ma'am, actually, I have 2 questions. First of all, that from ma'am who came from Harvard University, ma'am. Why did you choose CSS, Civil Superior Services? Because I have seen that many of the graduates from LUMS doing ACF and AFC Accounting and Finance, they are going into CSS, Civil Superior Services. What do I believe is that I think that they get stuck after graduating from LUMS, that what should they do, so that's why they go towards CSS, because it's the best in Pakistan. Like, you went to Harvard University, you would have options in United States because you graduated from that university. So why did you choose CSS? And my second question is that I went to chartered accountancy, I joined CA, but when I went into it, I didn't find it interesting. So that's why I'm going to choose. I choose to prepare for SAT and and apply for accounting and finance. So is that a good option for me, or should I pursue again for my chartered accountancy? Thank you.
I think your second question, yeah, Ali will answer. But as for the first part of your question, I think it comes down to personal preferences as well, because I wanted to work in taxation, right? And I've gotten the IRS service, which is Inland Revenue Service. So obviously my motivation was that I wanted to be in the civil service in order to see how it works, in order to assess its strengths, its weaknesses. Because see, if you want to rectify the loopholes in our taxation system and whatnot, I think it's best if you start from within the service. Secondly, I think civil service is perhaps one of the most, I think it is the most prestigious service in Pakistan. So yeah, you're right that I did have options, and even when I did not go to Harvard, I was working in the private sector as an associate attorney. But I think if you really want to serve the country, if you do not care about your salary, about the money, I think then civil service is the best path, because in the private sector, obviously, I think it's an open secret that when it comes to money, yeah, civil service does not pay that well. But There are tons of career opportunities. For example, I know a lot of bureaucrats who have gone to the United States or the UK for their masters, for their PhDs. So I think it's sort of a personal choice, and I can't answer it for you or for anybody else. But yeah, those were my reasons. And for your second part of your question, who should I?
So you're saying that you want to switch from doing CA to getting a bachelor's in accounting and finance. फर्स्ट थिंग, अगर अकाउंटेंसी नहीं पसंद आ रही तो अकाउंटिंग एंड फाइनेंस में भी आपको अकाउंटिंग के कोर कोर्सेज करने पड़ेंगे विच आर प्रीटी सिमिलर टू द वंस दैट द CA program offers. Then the ACF degree here, as I said earlier, they have LUMS has a layer zone with ICAP कि जिसमें अगर आप ये वाली डिग्री कंप्लीट करते हो तो उसके साथ आपको उसमें एग्जाम्पशंस मिल जाती हैं. पहले 4 मॉड्यूल्स आपको उसके नहीं करने पड़ेंगे, वर्क एक्सपीरियंस भी रिलैक्स हो जाता है, एंड आई बिलीव इट्स इन प्लेस राइट नाउ एज वेल. तो the answer to your question is yes, it is a good option if you want to shift from CA to ACF. और फिर यहाँ पे आपके पास और opportunities भी होंगी, and by the time you spend your time at LUMS आपको और clarity मिलेगी, you will figure out what you want to do for yourself. तो आपकी options open रहती हैं. I think it's a good choice.
Thank you, sir.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohammed Athar, and my question is that does LUMS produce such whenever we see when someone graduated from LUMS, for example, when someone do ACF or BBA, something like business studies, he works for multinational companies. LUMS does produce such luminaries that could set up parallel brands against such multinational countries. As we see that multinational companies offer them millions, even to some people billions. But do LUMS produce such people that could make their brands and could stand against such multinational companies and could achieve such extraordinary examples? If have LUMS done, I would love to know about them.
It's a very good question. As I've also said earlier, that LUMS has its own incubation center, and they actually promote entrepreneurship. The faculty here and the overall environment is such that they actually encourage you to start your own thing if you're interested in that. और even जैसे मेरे बैचमेट में मेरे काफ़ी ऐसे दोस्त हैं who are running their own startups, they're developing their own brands in different sort of industries, और उसमें they're excelling at that. तो I believe that the answer to your question would be कि LUMS actually इस तरह का environment देता है कि आप besides going for traditional jobs आप अपना whatever you want to do you can do here. और उसमें आपको एक रूम करते हैं, they'll give you all the skill set, and to the point if you have a great idea they'll fund you for that. तो overall environment LUMS का इतना अच्छा है कि they actually promote entrepreneurship and at a big scale.
Behzad would like to add. Yeah.
It's a good question. So after my undergraduate degree from LUMS as an ACF, I started a very small company, about 35 people. The company was owned and managed by a LUMS MBA. The company was only 10 years old. And the interesting part is that the company was doing business of over, I wouldn't say the number, but it was millions of dollars per year. So to answer your question, there's a lot of potential for a LUMS undergrad or a postgrad to work with companies of all sorts and sizes and be able to make money. I disagree with the part making money is the only thing, but yes, there is the option of making a lot of money on a very small scale or even in a bigger scale without the support of a multinational.
And what I would say is कि LUM doesn't train you to do one thing, right? LUMS आपको ये इसलिए train नहीं करता कि आपने multinational में काम करना है. मतलब you should be very clear about that. LUMS आपकी अपनी personal development करेगा, आपको थोड़ा सा सोचने पे मजबूर करेगा आपने क्या काम करना है, and then you could end up in any direction at all. मतलब मैं एक दोस्त है मेरा, मैं उसको जानता हूँ, who was working in PNG, वो वहाँ से छोड़ के आके उसने अपना एक छोटा रेस्टोरेंट बिजनेस शुरू किया, शायद जॉनी एंड जिग्नू आपको पता हो, and now he's doing amazing, right? So मतलब LUMS आपको ये नहीं सिखाता कि आपने ये एक काम करना है, राइट? इसलिए आप सुन रहे होते हो कि LUMS वाले अपने स्टार्टअप्स भी कर रहे हैं, LUMS वाले मल्टीनेशनल कंपनीज में भी हैं, LUMS वाले CSS भी कर रहे हैं. CSS टॉपर was from LUMS, last one Shanza. So ये नहीं है कि आप एक ही चीज कर सकते हो. You have to decide at the end of the day when you're about to graduate or even when you're doing that degree तो आपने सोचना है कि आपने करना क्या है, आपका शौक किस तरफ है, आपका पैशन और इंटरेस्ट किस तरफ डेवलप हो गया. So you can choose anything then.
Great. Let's take a question from one of our live audience as well. So Mustafa Suhail, I think this would be for you, Ali. What was it like transitioning from high school to university life at LUMS?
It was amazing. जैसे कि लोगों की एक मिसकंसेप्शन होती है लाइक स्पेसिफिकली टू लम्स कि यहाँ पे सिर्फ ओवर ए लेवल्स की आ सकते हैं, बट आई वाज फ्रॉम हाई स्कूल. मैंने पहले सेकेंडरी स्कूल सर्टिफिकेट नॉर्मल किया, फिर हायर सेकेंडरी स्कूल किया. तो माई ट्रांजिशन फ्रॉम स्कूल टू एक्चुअली मेरा स्कूल थोड़ा डिफरेंट था बिकॉज आई गॉट माई स्कूलिंग फ्रॉम मिलिट्री कॉलेज. तो हम लोगों को वहाँ पे यूजुअली एकेडमिक्स इज़ नॉट अ प्राइमरी फोकस. वो एक्चुअली आपको बिल्कुल सुबह उठा देते हैं और क्लासेस आर एक्चुअली प्लेस टू स्लीप एक्चुअली. तो लेकिन जो ट्रांजिशन इस यूनिवर्सिटी में थी इट वाज एक्चुअली अमेजिंग. लम्स हैज़ अ होल लाइफ ऑफ इट्स ओन. इधर आके आपकी जिस तरीके से ग्रूमिंग होती है, आपकी मेंटालिटी ऐसी चेंज करते हैं लोग कि यू एक्चुअली फाइंड योर द बेस्ट वर्जन ऑफ योर ओन सेल्फ. यहाँ पे यू कैन डू वट एवर यू वॉन्ट. 4 सालों में यू विल मेक गुड फ्रेंड्स. और यहाँ की जो मैनेजमेंट है, जो फैकल्टी है, they try their best to create an environment that's I believe the best and nourishes you in the best way across Pakistan.
Great. Another question Amna Arshid asks, what did you do to achieve good marks in your SAT? So who would like to answer that?
Actually, in my year there was no SAT for LUMS. हमारे वक्त में MCAT होता था.
Yeah, so
But
LCAT,
for that
yeah,
also जो LCAT होता था उसके लिए you know we had some training courses. There was an academy, I wouldn't name it, लेकिन वहाँ से मैंने कुछ maths की और English की थी. But at the end of the day it was all practice. There was a lot of practice. I remember हमने बहुत ज़्यादा test exams किए थे, and you know we used to keep doing it. मतलब रोज टेस्ट एग्जाम्स करना. सो क्योंकि कुछ हद तक नॉलेज है, एंड देन टाइम बहुत बड़ा फैक्टर होता है फॉर सच एग्जाम्स. लाइक स्पेसिफिकली मैथ्स की अगर मैं बात करूं तो मैथ्स में एक क्वेश्चन में आपको अगर पता है कि आपने इसको जल्दी किस तरीके से किसी शॉर्टकट से कैसे करना है, इफ़ यू सेव टाइम ऑन दैट रियली हेल्प्स. तो यू रियली हैव टू प्रैक्टिस अ लॉट, जिसकी वजह से आप तेज हो जाएंगे एंड यू विल बी able to solve the same paper in lesser time.
And in our time there was negative marking, so it was actually very difficult for us to get good marks. For you guys it's better that it's the SAT, it's a standardized test that's accepted in other universities as well. So you give one test and that you can apply to other universities as well. So that's a good thing that now LUMS is also accepting SAT, and then there's no negative marking. So I think yes, practice is the key. Practice as much as you can. Get people who've given the SAT to mentor you, to coach you how to go about the SAT. I think that would be the best way. Yeah. Any question? I saw a hand. Yeah. So we have questions here.
Assalamualaikum. My question is from Sir Ali. Sir, I am interested in accounting. What should I opt? Chartered accountant from Scan School or Bachelor in Accounting and Finance from LUMS or IBA?
I think your question is pretty similar to what someone from there asked. ये दोनों फील्ड्स आपस में काफ़ी रिलेटेड हैं. अगर आपका प्राइमरी इंटरेस्ट अकाउंटेंसी में है तो आई बिलीव कि लम्स का ACF प्रोग्राम इज़ द बेस्ट ऑप्शन दैट यू हैव अवेलेबल विद यू, क्योंकि इसमें फिर आपके पास डिफरेंट एड ऑन्स भी आ जाते हैं. अगर आपको प्रोफेशनल सर्टिफिकेट्स लेने होंगे, ACCA करना है, CA करना है, जो मैंने पहले ही बताया आपको, उसमें भी देयर इज़ अ एक्सेलरेटेड प्रोग्राम फॉर दैट. तो आई बिलीव कि ACF वुड बी अ वेरी गुड चॉइस फॉर यू. Prepare karo, and I wish you the very best of luck that you get in, and good luck.
I'll just give you a short example, in just a minute. के I had a friend जिसका LUMS एडमिशन हुआ था. He joined LUMS and उसने 6 महीने अंदर गुजारे. उसको ये थोड़ा सा टफ लगा, तो उसने कहा कि यार मैंने तो इवेंचुअली अकाउंट्स की तरफ जाना है. तो उसने सेमेस्टर फ्रीज कराया, रुका वो, एंड ही वेंट आउट और उसने जाके ACCA स्कैन से ज्वाइन कर लिया था. And just after a month or two, he came back to LUMS. उसने अपना दोबारा से सेमेस्टर कराया and he joined back. तो मैंने उससे पूछा यार आपने ये क्यों किया? तो वो यही his answer was कि दोनों जगह probably similar चीज़ें ही पढ़ रहा हूँ मैं, बट यहाँ पे जो LUMS आके जो एक ओवरऑल जो लाइफ है और जो पर्सनल ग्रूमिंग है, जो इंटरेक्शन है, आप मतलब यू विल फाइंड एवरीवन ऑन कैंपस. आपको हर तरह का इंसान मिलेगा, आपको हर शायद ज़ुबान बोलने वाला इंसान मिले. सो वो जो सारा कुछ, वो सारा एक्सपीरियंस था, वो जो सारा पैकेज है जो आपको LUMS में मिलता है, I think जिस तरह he made his decision, so that's a very very crucial thing. So that's something you should really consider.
Great. Yes.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Rohel, and I don't want to ask a LUM specific question. Basically, just someone from there said that he wants to switch his career. He basically started one, and then he found it not interesting. So my question is that we often find a situation in which we feel very tiring experience. That we often feel that something is very interesting and we are interested in it, but after some time we find it very tiring. So my question is that how can we discover ourselves? It's basically a bit philosophical question, but I want to get viewpoints from all of you that how can we discover ourselves, and not specifically it's LUM specific, but I want a general viewpoint.
Sure.
Hi, well, it's a very good question you have asked. ये जैसे हर एक की पर्सनल जो है चीज़ें, पर्सनल प्रायोरिटीज़, जैसे अभी पहले बात हो रही थी कि कौन है सक्सेस के मेजर्स हर किसी के लिए डिफरेंट होते हैं, तो आप ये कैसे डिस्कवर करते हो कि आपका एक्चुअली इंटरेस्ट किस में है? आई वुड से कि आप एक्सप्लोर करते रहो, यू वर्क हार्ड. अभी जैसे मैं आपको अपनी एग्जांपल देता हूँ, मैंने जो डिग्री की इट वाज आई मेजर्ड इन अकाउंटिंग एंड फाइनेंस. उसके बाद जब मैंने स्टार्ट किया तो मैंने एक फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन से स्टार्ट किया. उसका मैनेजमेंट ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम था. मैंने सारे फाइनेंस के फंक्शंस एक्सप्लोर किए. ड्यूरिंग माई टाइम एट लम्स चारों के चारों साल मेरा यही था कि मैंने फाइनेंस में ही रहना है. ड्यूरिंग द टाइम एट लम्स आई डिड एन इंटर्नशिप एट KPMG. वहाँ पे मैंने ऑडिट किया वो भी देखा. तो पहले आपको ये लगता है कि आप उसमें काफ़ी इंटरेस्टेड हो, जैसे फाइनेंस है, अकाउंटिंग है, लेकिन जब आप एक्चुअली ऑन द जॉब टाइम स्पेंड करते हो तो यू डिस्कवर योर सेल्फ. आपको लगता है कि कोई और चीज़ या कोई और ऐसा फंक्शन है कि आप वो करते हुए ज़्यादा इन्जॉय करोगे, ज़्यादा वैल्यू ऐड कर सकोगे. सो यू गो थ्रू द प्रोसेस और साथ साथ आप एक्सप्लोर करते जाते हो, लोगों से मिलते हो, एंड यू वर्क ऑन योर सेल्फ, यू कंटिन्यूसली इम्प्रूव योर सेल्फ एंड डिस्कवर डिफरेंट थिंग्स. तो फिर मैंने अकाउंटेंसी के बाद फिर फाइनेंस इंस्टीट्यूशन जो थे उससे आगे निकल के नाउ आई एम वर्किंग इन अ मार्केटिंग रिसर्च कंपनी. एंड आई फाउंड कि जो मार्केटिंग वाली चीज़ें हैं, एनालिटिकल, बिजनेस एनालिटिक्स, उसमें फिर अकाउंटिंग एनालिटिक्स भी आ जाती है. आई फील दैट आई एम मोर इंटरेस्टेड इन दैट. तो ये फिर साथ साथ होता है, ये इस तरह नहीं होता कि आप उस चीज़ में फिर आपको मिल गई तो फॉर लाइफ आप उसको एंजॉय करते रहोगे. मे बी 2 more years डाउन द लेन, 5 years डाउन द लेन, यू maybe start liking something else and you'll be interested in a different thing. तो आप साथ साथ एक्सप्लोर करते जाते हो. Just work on yourself.
I think Ali has pretty much covered it. But when it comes to LUMS, I think we discussed it earlier as well, that you can explore here. You can take courses from different schools. If you want to earn a double major, you can. If you want to earn a minor, you can. For example, I know people who have their double major in law, because law is a double major degree. It's Bachelor of Arts and Laws, right? But in addition to that, they pursued a minor in English literature. Some of them pursued a minor in sociology. And you know what? Even if they wanted to pursue a minor in econ, they could have done so. So I think LUMS is very interesting in that regard. If you want to discover yourself, take courses from different schools. I stand corrected that now you can't change your school, but I believe that you can still opt a different minor from another school, right? So you can take courses in different schools. You can see where your interests lie. And as Ali has mentioned, that even when you enter your professional life, if you think that some other place is maybe better suited for you, then obviously it's never too late. I switched from private sector to the public sector, right? And I know a lot of people who switched from vice versa, or like they switched even from private sector from one career field to another. So I think, yeah, it's an ongoing process. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Eva, if you'd like to add.
Yeah. The most important thing to remember is that don't get swayed by other people's opinions. So if there's something that you feel like it's not fulfilling you, and you might feel pressured by your peers or your parents or your family, learn to stand your ground and voice it. And if you're confused about what that thing actually is, read books, talk to people, do internships, do freelance work, and like he said, explore. And when you're actually practically doing things, you'll understand that it might or might not make you happy. But that's the way to go about it, and really standing your ground and voicing your passion.
Yeah, I hope that answers. Yes, so we have a question. Yeah.
My name is Mohammad Abdullah, and my question is that after completing your undergraduate degree or bachelor's in any respective field, how can a person make himself best in his respective field, or how can he polish himself?
I think the internships that you do, the more you talk to your peers around you, to your seniors, the more you interact with people in the industry, you can do online certifications. I mean, all of these stuff that, so again, what I'm trying to say, if it's something that interests you and if you're passionate about it, तो आप उसमें जितना सारा टाइम इन्वेस्ट करोगे अपने अंदर अपने आप में स्किल्स डेवलप करने के लिए पॉलिश करने के लिए अगर किसी को एक्सेल वैसे ही पसंद है एंड यू वांट टू be good at Excel. Up YouTube, nobody has to come, take your hand and sit down और मैं आपको पढ़ाऊंगा. You can just open up YouTube and get some tutorials on that, right? So अगर कोई चीज़ आप खुद अपने आप पे काम करना चाहते हो, so you have to take control of that and you have to drive your own career and progression. So I think it's all about how much time and effort you put in yourself. Gee, somebody wanted to.
Yeah. And I think obviously मैं सिर्फ law school की बात करूँगी because I don't know much about the other schools, but I'm sure it's the same there. अब तो अगर आपने professionally करना है अपने आप में invest, obviously internships are the way to do that. But then again, like in the law school, there's this LUMS law journal, right? So you can serve as an editor of the law journal. You can write research articles. You can get those articles published. You can do TA-ships. You can do TA-ships are teaching assistantships. You can do research assistantships. So I think उन opportunities से भी sort of आप groom होते हो professionally. Then the law school has its own society. It's not sort of associated with the law school, but again, it's the LUMS Law and Politics Society, right? तो आप उसमें, you can take part in the events that Law and Politics Society organizes. तो LUMS में बहुत सारी इस तरह की opportunities आपको दी जाती हैं. And also, I think I would sort of answer another question that somebody asked from there, and I think I got what you meant. बहुत दफ़ा ऐसा होता है कि लोग लम्स छोड़ के चले जाते हैं, दे लाइक नहीं, लम्स इज़ वेरी कम्पिटिटिव, वी कांट एडजस्ट दिस एंड दैट. आई डिड माई स्कूलिंग फ्रॉम झंग, राइट, एंड आई केम टू लम्स. तो झंग से मेरा जो ट्रांजिशन टू लम्स था, ऑब्वियसली मतलब I graduated high school from Chenab College Jung, and it's an amazing institute. But LUMS is a word of its own, right? But I think agar aap from the very start, if you're very focused, if you invest in yourself, if you take part in the extracurricular and co-curricular activities, so I think you can manage pretty well. It's not like कि अगर आप let's suppose किसी थोड़े से छोटे सिटी से आए हैं या sort of थोड़े से backward area से आए हैं, no, LUMS provides you tons of opportunities, professionally भी, even आपने अपनी grooming करनी है उस केस में भी. तो I will suggest कि LUMS में I think around 34 societies हैं, become a part of that. हर स्कूल में अपनी जो co-curricular activities के लिए हैं, for example, the business school has an incubation center. I'm sure SSC का भी इसी तरह से होगा. So like keep taking part in those activities and you'll be good.
Great. Yes. We have a question in the second row.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम. मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि पॉलिटिकल साइंस मेजर लम्स से करने के बाद लोकली और ग्लोबली क्या स्कोप है इसका टीचिंग के अलावा?
That's a good question. मैंने भी अपने आप को ये पूछा था जब मैंने चूज़ किया था ये. आई वुड से कि मैं इसका कोई बहुत स्पेसिफिक जवाब नहीं है कि जिस तरह होता है ना कि आप डॉक्टर बन जाएंगे तो हॉस्पिटल में काम करेंगे, इंजीनियर बन जाएंगे तो फैक्ट्री में काम कर लेंगे, या कुछ ऐसे नहीं है. बट द बेस्ट थिंग दैट इट डज टू यू, इट एक्सपैंड्स योर ब्रेन. दैट्स व्हाट आई हैव लर्न. मुझे सबसे ज़्यादा फ़ायदा इस चीज़ का हुआ था कि आपको बहुत ज़्यादा नॉलेज मिलता है, राइट? आपको पता है कि किस तरह के पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम्स चल रहे हैं, उसमें इकोनॉमिक पॉलिसीज़ और सब कुछ वो कैसे हो रही है. सो आई थिंक दैट हेल्प्स यू लॉट. मुझे ये फ़ायदा उस वक्त हुआ था, आई जॉइंड लूमन. लूमन इज़ अ सोसाइटी इन लम्स, मॉडल यूनाइटेड नेशंस, आप लोगों को शायद अंदाज़ा हो. तो it helped me there. क्योंकि हम लोग ये होता था कि we used to go to international conferences और वहाँ पे it's all debate and discourse. तो जब आप किसी से भी बात करते थे, जब आप इंटरनेशनल बाहर जाके किसी से बात करते थे, तो there's a lot of knowledge that you had, ठीक है, जिसकी बेसिस पे आप बात करें कि अच्छा यार फलां कंट्री में ऐसे होता है, वहाँ पे ये इस सिस्टम में ऐसे होता है. So it's a lot of knowledge, and then that eventually helps you in whatever you're doing, right? लेकिन अगर आप specific पूछें तो there are a lot of think tanks working in Pakistan. आप policy making में जा सकते हैं, आप public administration में अगर आप जाएं तो वहाँ भी आपको वो help कर सकता है. But I would say the greater benefit of political science is कि it really expands your brain.
And also understand that political science does not mean that you're going to be studying about Pakistani politics. It's completely different. You're going to be studying American politics. You're going to be studying comparative politics when you're going to compare, policies from different countries and different eras as well, so different time periods. Okay? So it's not going to be very generic political science. जो नाम से लगता है, it's going to be very different. So I think scope-wise, definitely there is a huge scope for it. बट एक पर्टिकुलर हम आपको जॉब सेक्टर नहीं बताते, बिकॉज जिस तरह मैं आपको कहूँगी, जिस तरह कहा इंजीनियरिंग में जाएगा, डॉक्टर हॉस्पिटल में जाएगा, उस तरह एक पर्टिकुलर डिपार्टमेंट नहीं है फॉर पॉलिटिकल साइंस मेजर्स. बट यू गाइज कैन, बिकॉज वी आर econ पॉल मेजर्स, we can adjust in every field, to be honest. So we have the width to do anything that we want. So होता है ना कभी कभी आप लिमिट हो जाते हो. if you done an engineering degree you kind of get limited to an engineering field. अगर आपने सिर्फ इंजीनियरिंग सब्जेक्ट्स पढ़े हैं, बट अगर पॉल सा आपने पढ़ा है तो यू गेट टू स्टडी एवरीथिंग एंड यू कैन डू एनीथिंग यू वांट. सो दैट्स द बेस्ट पार्ट.
लेकिन अगर ये इकोनॉमिक्स पर नहीं पढ़ी हुई तो फिर क्या
आप ये सिंपल पॉल सा भी पढ़ो, तो एंथ्रो पढ़ लो, सोशो पढ़ लो. व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से इज कि आप उसमें ऐसी चीजें पढ़ते हो दैट यू कैन डू एनीथिंग दैट यू वांट.
मतलब मैं आपको एक मजे की एग्जांपल दूं. आपको पता है ना इमरान खान ने भी पॉलिटिकल साइंस पढ़ी हुई है. So you can get anywhere, right? And it really helps you. मैंने जिस तरह आपको बताया कि in your thought process, in your way of life. So अब आप नहीं कह सकते यार वो पॉलिटिकल साइंस बन के पहले क्रिकेटर कैसे बन गया और फिर क्रिकेटर से मतलब पॉलिटिशियन कैसे बन गया और फिर एंड में आके प्राइम मिनिस्टर भी बन गया. So that's the scope that you should look for. और again एम आपने खुद ही सेट करना है कि आपने कहाँ जाना है, कितनी दूर तक जाता है, कितना ऊंचा जाना है.
I think something that everybody here should internalize is that you're not going to be defined by the title of your degree. You're more than what you learn in the classroom. So, I mean, even if you've done a degree, I've done a degree in computer science, but I'm working in the banking sector. So I got there because of stuff I learned outside of the classroom. So it's important to keep grooming yourself in those ways outside of the classroom. So yeah, it doesn't matter even if you do a political science degree, you can get anywhere you want.
Great. Just one question from the live audience and then we'll come to you guys. Atik Irfan asks, what advice do you have if I do come to LUMS? Any one advice that you would give?
That's a very good question again. Atik, I would like to say that ये आपको आने के बाद पता चलता है ज़्यादा. जितना पहले पता होता है आके you're completely mesmerized because आप जैसे ही पहले दिन आते हो your O week starts और फिर orientation week के बाद मतलब इतनी एक्टिविटीज़ हो रही होती हैं आपको समझ नहीं आ रहा होता आपने क्या करना है. देयर आर अराउंड मोर देन 30 सोसाइटीज़ ओवर हियर. तो मैंने जिस तरह मैं अगर अपना बताऊंगा कि व्हेन आई गॉट इनटू लम्स तो एक मेजर वाली तो अलग बात है. उसके अलावा मेरा ये ख्याल था कि अच्छा यार स्पोर्ट्स खेलेंगे बिकॉज आई बीन डूइंग दैट. स्पोर्ट्स के साथ स्पोर्ट्स की अगर सोसाइटी है उसमें चले जाएंगे और आगे तक जाएंगे. बट थिंग्स चेंज्ड. मैंने जिस तरह बताया मैं लूमन की एग्जीक्यूटिव काउंसिल तक गया एंड इट वाज by I would say it was just destiny, I would say, because मैंने शुरू किया था I joined through their social events team कि I just joined as a volunteer और फिर उसके बाद आगे I kept progressing. logistics में गया फिर I got into their executive council. So मैंने लेकिन ये देखा कि आप जो भी चीज़ कर रहे हो you should give your best to that thing. ठीक है, अगर आप आते हो और आके अगर आपने स्पोर्ट्स का शौक है आप स्पोर्ट्स में जाओ, वहाँ अपना बेस्ट हो. बट देयर इज सो मेनी सोसाइटीज़ हियर. एडवेंचर सोसाइटी है, पब्लिकेशन सोसाइटीज़ है, consulting की society है. So I would say there's everything. So there's something for you also. आप वो ढूंढो कि वो क्या है, and then give it your best or make the most of your time. Meet maximum number of people. आप यहाँ पे आने का जो diverse background से लोग आते हैं, लोग हर पाकिस्तान के शहर से भी आते हैं, कुछ लोग exchange program से बाहर से भी आए होते हैं. हमारे वक्त में Germans भी थे, Austrians भी थे. So आप उनसे जाके मिलो, उनसे जाके बात करो, उनसे अपने एक्सपीरियंसेस शेयर करो, उनके एक्सपीरियंसेस से कुछ सीखो खुद. सो इस तरह से इंटरेक्शन करके, नेटवर्किंग करके, यू विल बी मेकिंग द मोस्ट ऑफ योर लाइफ एट लम्स, और वो इट विल कंटिन्यू फॉर एवर. मतलब अगर आज मैं देखता हूँ, सो आई हैव फ्रेंड्स प्रॉब्ली इन एवरी सेक्टर. वो इसीलिए क्योंकि जो लम्स के 4 सालों में मैंने दोस्त बनाए, मैंने नेटवर्किंग की, लोगों के साथ काम किया, या लोगों को वैसे ही जनरली हेल्प की, सो या लोगों ने मुझे हेल्प की. So these are stories that build you personally also. और वो सिर्फ it's not just from your peers जो लम्स में और students होंगे इनके साथ, it can be with instructors also. हमारे कुछ instructors हैं, उनसे मतलब इतनी अच्छी उनसे एक ताल्लुक है, दोस्ती है, कि हम उनसे आज भी मिलते हैं, ठीक है, और आज भी वो हमें कुछ चीज़ें सिखाते हैं, कुछ बातें हम उन्हें बताते हैं. So making the most of those 4 years is a whole journey in itself. वो जब आप आओगे, दैट्स हाउ यू विल मतलब फाइंड आउट कि अच्छा यार आपने क्या 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 करना है. बट जो भी आप करो उसमें खूब दिल लगा के करो, एंड ट्राई योर बेस्ट टू लर्न फ्रॉम इट.
I think my advice, if I was to put it in just a couple of words, would be open-minded. That's it. Come with an open mind. Don't be very reserved. Don't be very कि मैंने सिर्फ इसी अपने ग्रुप में रहना है. Just try to be open to new adventures and new people around you. Yeah. So let's take another question quickly. Sure.
The best advice that I have is that value yourself. So I feel like when people come to LUMS, they can go into their shell and they can get intimidated by a lot of people, and they can feel like their self-esteem is going down. You start comparing yourself. So just hold on to your unique qualities and really value yourself. Don't lose that. Don't lose your confidence.
Okay, great. Let's take just a couple of last questions because we're going to close the session. Yes. Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Umar Shahid and I am a student of first semester at Information Technology University. Degree name is BS Management and Technology, which was planned by Dr. Bashir Saab. LUMS के थे वो, Dr. Bashir Saab. तो डिग्री में टेक्नोलॉजी के कुछ सब्जेक्ट्स हैं, कुछ मैनेजमेंट के सब्जेक्ट हैं. बेसिक मैनेजमेंट साइंसेस की डिग्री है, तो उसमें बेसिक्स ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग है और प्रोग्रामिंग है. तो बेसिकली क्वेश्चन मेरा ये है कि हम सबको पता है कि लम्स की डिग्री बहुत महंगी है, कॉस्टली डिग्री है. तो हम बैचलर्स में इतने पैसे लगाएं या मास्टर्स लेवल में, या जाके हम
So I understand your question, and very good question. So yes, it's an expensive degree, but what LUMS has to offer is that there are a lot of scholarships that LUMS offers, and LUMS आपको बहुत support करता है with financial aid. So there is an entirely different department of financial aid जिसमें if you apply to LUMS, if your case is strong, LUMS can give you 80%, 90%, 60% financial aid. So you apply every year. So for example, you get into LUMS, आपके 4 साल हैं LUMS में, तब हर साल अपनी application submit करते हो उन department को, they review your case, and if it's strong, it's solid, आप justify कर सकते हो अपने reasons के why you deserve a financial aid, then you will definitely get it. So I think in that way LUMS आपको बहुत support करता है, and if you score a good SAT, आपके good A level, O level or whatever metric FSC marks हैं, you can also get a scholarship as well. Because there are different sponsors, different organizations that fund LUMS. तो वहाँ से भी जो funds वगैरह generate होते हैं, that are also dedicated to LUMS scholarships. तो आप वो भी avail कर सकते हो. So I would suggest that if you're unsure right now whether you should come to LUMS with a bachelor's degree, try applying on financial aid. If you get it, well and good, or a scholarship, then you should come to LUMS, because obviously हर बंदे की अपनी एक वो होती है financial capacity. So if you can, so definitely I would say don't. If you want to come to LUMS, आप अभी shift कर जाओ, that's better. But if you want to do a master's from LUMS, that's equally good as well. So let's just end this session quickly, and then if you have any questions, you guys can approach us after we're done. So thank you everybody so much for coming out here today, and a big round of applause for our alumni for taking out the time today.